Hey kids! Once upon a time, there lived a mighty demon named Mahishasura. He was strong, he was vicious, and he was very, very proud. One day he declared, "I am the strongest of all. I am invincible." Hearing this, the gods became worried. They knew they needed a powerful warrior to defeat him. So they called upon the bravest and most powerful goddess, Goddess Durga. But even she faced many obstacles. Even after taking 8 different forms, she could not defeat Mahishasura. You have seen the first part of the story. You have seen how the goddess took the form of Shailaputri and fought against the demons. She also took the form of Brahmacharini and used her severe penance to defeat the enemies. Then she became Chandraganta, the beautiful, fierce, and graceful, and shook the very foundation of the demon kingdom. And now it's time for the third part of the story. Let's get started. Scene 1. Recap and intro. In the last part, Durga revealed her first 3 forms, Shailaputri, Brahmacharini, and Chandraganta. But Mahishasura's strength only grew. Now the goddess must unleash even fiercer forms to shake his empire. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story. Scene 2. Night 4. Kushmanda. On the 4th night, Durga appeared as Kushmanda, the creator of the cosmic egg. She rode a golden lion, her form radiating such intense light that entire legions of demons staggered in chaos. Her eyes flashed like lightning, her smile as bright as the full moon. It was a sight both glorious and terrifying. Her hands, each holding a lotus flower and a sword, symbolized her dual nature, gentle and fierce. As she charged forward, her laughter echoed, shaking the very foundations of Mahishasura's kingdom. Each step she took radiated light, burning through the darkness that the demons had spread across the land. Her presence alone was a beacon of hope for the gods and a symbol of fear for the demons. The battlefield, once shrouded in darkness, now glowed with an otherworldly light, illuminating the horrified faces of Mahishasura's soldiers who had never witnessed such radiance before. It was as if the sun had descended from the heavens to join the battle. The darkness couldn't withstand her brilliance. It recoiled, shrieking and fading away, and as the light spread, the demons within it withered like shadows cast by the dawning sun. With a flick of her wrist, she unleashed bolts of divine energy, each one striking with the force of 1,000 suns. The demons screamed as they were consumed by the radiant flames, their dark forms dissolving into shimmering dust. Nothing in Mahishasura's army could withstand her. They crumbled before her, seeking solace in the embrace of the radiant light she exuded. Some fell to their knees, begging for mercy, but Kushmanda showed no pity. This was a battle of light against darkness, and she wouldn't waver. As she continued her onslaught, the battlefield transformed. The darkness that had clung to every corner receded, replaced by the soft glow of her divine presence. The very air seemed to shimmer with the reflection of her radiant form. By the end of the 4th night, the glow emanating from Durga's form had completely replaced the darkness. The battlefield, once a place of shadows and fear, now shone like daytime. The demons, their forms crumbling, fled into the darkness, seeking refuge from the unbearable light. Scene 3. Night 5. Skandamata. The 5th night revealed Skandamata, carrying her son Skanda upon her lap. She rode a lion, its golden mane flowing like liquid sunshine. Her face, adorned with a serene smile, held a quiet strength that demanded respect. The sight of her, majestic yet humble, filled the hearts of the gods with hope and the demons with dread. As she moved forward, the earth seemed to tremble, not in fear, but in reverence. Flowers, though it was the 5th night of battle, burst into bloom at her feet, their fragrance mingling with the scent of victory that now filled the air. Yet, despite her peaceful appearance, Her eyes burned with righteous anger, reflecting the turmoil of the cosmos that had suffered under Mahishasura's rule. Her gaze was a vow, a promise to restore balance to the world. When she attacked, it was not with wild abandon, but with the calculated precision of a master strategist. Her movements were as graceful as those of a swan, yet as powerful as the crashing of waves against the shore. She didn't just fight, she danced. And in that dance, Mahishasura's forces dissolved into nothingness. Her son, Kumara, seated upon her lap, watched with wide eyes, not in awe of his own power, but in admiration of his mother's strength. He knew this battle wasn't about conquest, but about protecting the innocent and restoring order. As the night wore on, Skandamata's aura grew. She became one with the celestial rhythms, her every move in harmony with the cosmic balance she represented. Her presence alone was a balm to the wounded gods, a reassurance that they weren't fighting for nothing. For when Skandamata fought, it wasn't just about defeating the enemy. It was about upholding righteousness. By the end of the fifth night, the tide of the battle had completely turned. What was once a chaotic struggle had become a graceful dance, led by Skandamata. The gods, bolstered by her presence, fought with renewed vigor, knowing they were backed by divine strength and strategy. Scene 4, Night 6, Katyayani. On the sixth night, Durga transformed into Katyayani, the fierce warrior. Sword raised high, her golden armor shining, she stormed into Mahishasura's army. Atop her lion, which roared like the tempest, she became one with the battlefield, a whirlwind of righteous fury. With every stride, the ground trembled. Not a single demon stood against her. They scattered before her like leaves in a storm, or rather, like chaff before the wind. Katyayani wasn't merely a conqueror. She was a liberator. The very sight of her sent shivers down Mahishasura's spine. He had scoffed at the power of the gods, but now fear gnawed at him. His soldiers, once proud and boisterous, now cowered, realizing their strength was but a flicker compared to the radiant flame that was Katyayani. She wasn't just a goddess of war. She embodied strategy, precision, and an unwavering commitment to justice. With a flick of her wrist, she disarmed a demon general, sending his weapon flying. Then, with a swift kick, she sent him tumbling off his mount, leaving him helpless before her. Each swing of her sword scattered the ranks of Mahishasura's army. Their formations, once tight and intimidating, now lay in tatters at her feet. It wasn't brutal, it was surgical. She cut down their numbers, not because of blind rage, but because of a clear vision of her purpose. She cut through the ropes that held their banners aloft, letting the winds of change carry their emblems away. She shattered their bows, ensuring their arrows would never reach their intended targets. She broke their spears, making it impossible for them to stand against her. By the sixth night, Katyayani had reduced Mahishasura's forces to a fraction of their former size. Where once there was an organized army, now there was chaos and retreat. The battlefield, which had been a testament to the demons' might, now echoed with their terrified screams. Scene 5, Cliffhanger and Outro. 6 nights had passed. Mahishasura grew restless. His forces, though mighty, were now demoralized. He watched as night after night, the goddess took on new forms, each more awe-inspiring than the last. First, she was Shailaputri, the humble, yet rooted in unshakable strength. Then as Brahmacharini, she demonstrated the power of unwavering focus and devotion. Next, she became Chandraghanta, graceful, beautiful, yet fierce. Then she became Kushmanda, the radiant, whose light pierced through the deepest darkness. After that, she was Skandamata, the epitome of balanced power and strategic brilliance. And finally she manifested as Katyayani, the fierce warrior, whose swordsmanship was as precise as it was devastating. The goddess had taken forms of beauty, devotion, and power, but her most terrifying forms were yet to come. Watch out for Part 4, the final nights, where Durga becomes unstoppable. Until then, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this story worldwide. Once you become a subscriber, don't forget to tap the bell icon so that you never miss any new stories. Also, share this story with your friends and family and let them know what part of the story they should watch out for next. And if you want us to continue making these stories, do let us know in the comments section below. Until then, goodbye.